In this video, I'm going to show you my recent strategy for trading meme coins. I'm going to share all the filters that I'm using, the strategy to find out if a token is a rug pull or not, and the trading strategy that I'm using right now. I have to mention this video is only for educational and entertainment purpose. I'm not a financial advisor, and meme coin trading is highly risky and the market is volatile. Please know what you're doing and take the responsibility of your trades. First, let's actually start with the filters. To be honest, I don't have a fancy filter. I think it's not that much important. Many big traders like Copsy, they don't even use any filters at all. But this is what I'm using right now. You can actually see the volume for different launchpads in this section. I always check this section because I know which tokens I have to trade. For example, as you can see right now, Pump Fund tokens have the highest volume. So I prefer to use Pump Fund tokens. Bags is a new platform, new launchpad. You can see the volume decreased a lot. Yesterday it was at around 200 million. Right now it's at around 84. So probably I prefer to trade Pump Fund tokens more than bags. And to be honest, I don't trade Bank Fund tokens for now. I would stay away from them. That's a way you can find out which tokens to trade every day. Right now, I'm only looking at for Pump Fund tokens and bags. The good thing about Axiom is when it comes to bags, you can get the highest cashback in comparison to other platforms like Padre. If you want, you can use my referral link in the video description to get a juicy discount in all your transaction fees. And in this way, you support my channel, and I really appreciate that. When it comes to protocol section, for now I'm using this too, but probably soon I'm going to turn off this as well. For the audit, for the edge, I want maximum 5 minutes. Nothing special in here. And for the metrics, I only want to trade tokens above $7,000 market cap. This is very important because 99% of the new pair tokens usually rock before $7,000 market cap. To be honest, I don't invest tokens on this section. I'm waiting for them to come here, and usually this is the time that I invest on meme coins. This is too early for me. This is really depends on your strategy, but for me, I don't prefer new pairs. Now, in the final stretch, when it comes to protocol, the same thing. When it comes to audit, edge, maximum 30 minutes, or we can change this to 40. This is really depends on the market. Right now, the volume is quite good, so I would keep this at 30 minutes. Dev holding 5%. To be honest, we can set this at even 4. This is the maximum. Insiders maximum 20. Pro traders, usually tokens in the final stretch have minimum 20 pro traders, but I set this at 10. uh, that's not that much important, these numbers, but you need some filters to make sure to limit some of the dust. When it comes to metrics, the market cap above $8,000 market cap, basically when they pass $7,000 market cap, that's the time I usually take those tokens more seriously and I can see them in the final stretch. This is the place that I'm trading meme coins. When it comes to migrated section, you don't need any filters. I want to see everything. But even if you find the best narrative, the best token, if it's a rug pool, you will get rug, you will lose money. Unfortunately, devs are becoming very professional, but there are so many good ways to find out if a project is a rug pool or not. The first thing that I'm usually looking for is global fees paid. This number should be a decent number. For example, if the token migrated, it has, for example, $100,000 market cap. If the global fees paid is 3 sol, 2 sol, that's a rock pool. It means, the dev is trying to manipulate the market. This is very important. I can't give you a fixed number for you. You should take a look at other decent tokens. their market cap when they launch, and you will have an idea of which global fees paid is enough for each market cap. The second thing that I'm looking for is the holders section. This is very important. You should see the balances in each wallet for the top holders. If a project, for example, the top holders have less than one soul, that means that project is a rug pull. Dev created many wallets by himself, and all those wallets are related to the dev. I'm going to deep dive on this with many examples. The higher are these numbers are actually better. That means they are better traders on the token. The second thing that I'm looking for is the time that the wallet funded. This is very important. Also, the exchanges that they got the fund is important. But recently, developers are becoming smart. They use different exchanges like Binance, Coinbase, different exchanges to fund their wallets. So it's a bit hard to find out if a project is a rug pull based on the exchanges. But when you take a look at the month that they funded, if they are close to the launch of token, for example, they funded 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 1 month ago, 2 months ago, and they usually have similar numbers, that means probably the project is rug pull and they are related to the developer. Another thing that is very important is the percentage that each wallet is holding. 3.5 is a decent number for the wallets. 2.3, 2 point. When it comes to percentages, these are decent, but the lower is actually better. Don't go for some tokens with 4%, 5%. That's a lot because you may think it's only 4%, it's only 5%, but when they sell the tokens, you can see a big dump like 20%. But when it comes to BSC tokens, Binance Smart Chains, you can even see 7% to 8% for the top holders. That's normally on BSC chain. That's why on BSC you can see so many big dumps and pumps. They are highly risky, but you can get so many returns on BSC tokens as well if you know how to trade them. But right now, the volume on Solana is better, so I don't trade BSC tokens. Another thing that you can check is actually the first buyers on the first candles. Basically, on the settings section in here, chart setting, this is the great feature that Axiom has. Make sure to turn all of these, and basically, when you click on a candle, you can see all the purchases that happened on those candles. A lot of times for rug pull projects, you can see so many similar numbers, like 130 to $190. They buy similar numbers, and although those wallets are not labeled as bundle, they are related to the developer. This is actually the last thing that you can check, but let me actually show you some examples to find out if a project is a rug pull or not. For example, we have Chile scale in here. This is a very old narrative, so obviously this is a rug pull. Just look at here. The token already migrated. The market cap is above 100, but the global fees paid is only 2 SOL. It's very low. Obviously, this is a rug pull. Although everything in Axiom is green, but don't trust these numbers. From the global fees paid, we can easily understand this is a rug pull. Let's do more research about this. Look at the holder section. When it comes to top wallets, these are top holders. You can see the balance is 0 0.4, 0 0.8, 0 0.1, very low balances. So they are not regular holders, they are top holders. They shouldn't have only less than 1 SOL on their wallet. And look at the date that they are funded: 8 months ago, 8 months ago, 6 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 months ago. So you can easily understand they are all related to the developer. Although there is no bundle, top 10 holders decent, don't fall for these numbers. Let's see what we have in here. For example, this one. You can see again the holders is very low. The balance 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.9. The global fees paid only one soul 2 months ago, 2 months ago, 2 months ago, 2 months ago, 2 months ago. They are from different exchanges, but all of them 2 months ago. That's so funny. Let's see if any KOL bought this token. No, no one bought this one. Let's check this one. Okay, so many KOLs bought this token, but still you can see the holder section, they are pretty low. The global fees paid is decent in here, 15 Sol. Yeah, that's decent for a 3 minutes token. It's 3.9. It's a bit high. 5 months ago, 5 months ago, 8 months ago, 8 months ago, 7 months ago. They're pretty close. Close numbers. Probably, yeah. This is definitely related to a developer. They are all funded in similar months, 8 to 7 months. And you can see, I don't like these low balances. Usually you can see, for example, 100 sold, 50 sold. That's the kind of wallets that I want to see. You can even check the first candles to see the first buys. For example, in here, um, they were all related to a sniper. He sniped that. Let's see what we have in here. Similar number of purchases. You can see 160, 161, 167. Although they are not labeled as a bundle, but they were pretty similar numbers, around 160. But yeah, definitely avoid this kind of tokens. It's very hard to find some good tokens. Let's look at this one. This dev had many migrated tokens. I think Gake bought this token. Yeah, he bought this token in here. When we take a look at the holder section, you can see 180. This was 0. It just created 2 hours ago. You should be very careful about this wallet. 190, 0 0.2, 4.5. Um, there are so many good wallets like Gake with so many balances in here, but there are so many fresh wallets with zero balance as well. Global fees paid is very good, decent. Let's see when they funded 1 month ago, 1 month ago, 1 month ago, 1 month ago. So yeah, I would avoid these kind of tokens because you can see the top holders, they are all funded 1 month ago. uh you can expect a very big dump on this token. But that's how basically you can analyze these kind of tokens, and definitely there are not many tokens left. However, this would avoid you to get into so many rock pools. Now let's actually talk about this strategy. Basically, I'm only trading tokens in the final stretch because in my opinion they are more predictable, and for me it's easier. Different launchpads has a different level when it comes to migration. For example, when it comes to pump fund tokens, they migrate at around $54,000 market cap, but when it comes to bags, they migrate at $64,000 market cap. Usually, when the tokens migrate, you can expect a big dump. And if the token is good enough, you can see then a recovery and it will pass the migration level and it will go much higher because more people will join the token. But since everyone expected dump before the migration, they usually start selling at around $40,000 to $50,000 market cap, and that's a very hard level to break. That's why in most meme coins you can see first they will reach to $40,000 to $50,000 market cap. So many KOLs will start selling. The token will dump at around 30 to 40%, and then people will start buying and token will migrate. That's the time to eat the dip and buy the token if you really believe the narrative is good. Let me give you many examples. For example, this is the first token in the trendy section. It's from Pump Fun. It already reached to above $100,000 market cap. As you can see in here, let me go to 1 second chart. As you can see, it went all the way to $48,000 market cap. It dumped until 32, around 30 to 40%, and then a big pump until the migration level, and it migrated in here. After migration, a dump, and then people started buying the token, and it went all the way to $84,000 market cap. You can see this pattern in so many tokens. It's very, very common. Keep that in mind. Let's take a look at MPM. This was from Bags Launchpad. You can see in here it went all the way to $41,000 market cap, a big dump, even 50% almost, to $21,000 market cap, and a big pump until the migration level. Right after the migration, a big dump until $29,000 market cap, and it started pumping until $240,000 market cap, and it went even higher. This is a very, very common pattern. You should know this if you're in the market. And yeah, that's how it works. Let's see if we can find another example, a token that's already migrated. For example, this one. The token should not be a scam token, because when it comes to bundle tokens, the chart is almost fake, so you don't have to expect this kind of pump and dumps. For example, this one is obviously an scam token. You can see only pump all the way to the migration level. I'm not talking about this kind of tokens. First, find out if the token distribution is normal. If the token is not a rug pull, if the narrative is good, then there's a very high chance that you can expect a big dump when token reach at around $40,000 to $50,000 market cap. I really hope you found this video helpful. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, join my Telegram channel, and like this video. Cheers.